Wasabi. You know the routine, you know the deal. I don't know if I can do 5 minutes of this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of this. And before anyone tears me apart, pause. I know you're gonna say, well, this is just supposed to be the evergreen figure. This is just supposed to be the figure that's always out, so someone can grab an Iron Man. I get it. And for someone like my 6-year-old, he loves it. This is that perfect Iron Man. For me, he leaves a lot to be desired. And it's not his appearance. He looks great. Looks spot on for the Iron Man suit he's trying to attain. My issues are in his range of mobility, his articulation, and how his joints and arms feel really stiff and like they're gonna snap if I bend them. If you're looking for a Mark 85 and you don't want to break the budget getting something higher end or fancy, then yeah, this will work. Gets the job done. He looks like him. Spot on for an MCU appearance to an extent. I mean, obviously they're not gonna go fine with the detail, but at least you'll be able to represent what you're trying to go for. Now, otherwise, this is not the figure. This is probably one of the first Iron Man I'm gonna pose with the fist on, just because these hands are cool, but they could be better. The blast effects look terrible in them, and they don't even fit in them, but we'll get into that. Like I said, for sculpt, he's like I said, he's spot on. They took the time to do a lot of detail. They could have done more, but it's Marvel Legends. I'm not expecting them to go full-on Hot Toys level or even SH Figure Arts level. But again, I respect it. I understand. Looks good. Could be better. The paint looks a little splotchy at certain parts. Like I see color that like the gray is bleeding through the yellow, so that could be something that should be fixed, but it's nothing crazy. It's just like a minor issue. So my main problems here, moving this arm, it's very stiff, and when posing it, it feels like it just wants to bend or snap off. There's no range of motion in this. Be cool if there was a butterfly. That's asking too much. You have a really loose bicep swivel. This is double jointed, but you would never notice because the second joint doesn't actually do anything. The hands are already set to their preset. That's all they really do is this. Thigh swivel. Decent bend there. There's pretty much nothing at this ankle besides this swivel here. And like, yeah, that's helpful. I'd rather have more range of motion in the ankle than this swivel. His head twist, there's no real tilt or up and down with it. You just get a side to side. Torso is pretty basic. Like I said, this is just a basic. What angers me is because like I have a couple other Iron Men who have way better articulation, and I don't understand why this one has such stiff joints and just feels like they just were like, alright, we need an Iron Man figure that people can always have. Let's just make the most generic body possible, paint it to look like the Mark 85, and then just call it a day. For accessories, you've seen these before. You get these generic basic repulsor effects. They do not fit in his hand. Well, they do, but when you put them in, they go about halfway, and then through posing, they just fall. Of course, it's not going to do it here, but like, I just don't understand why they couldn't make it to where it went fully into the hand. And they're such basic effects, like there's just no razzle dazzle, nothing to it. Yep, just generic fist, nothing special. But you know, like I said, the evergreen figure. We give him 2 fists, 4 repulsor effects, but for pretty much $24, can I get more than this level of articulation and this kind of stiffness in the joints? I just assumed if you're gonna give me the basic Marvel Iron Man figure, you'd at least make him comparable to other, I don't know, Iron Man figures you have out. You know, it can't be that hard, right? I don't know. Every figure is not made the same. It just feels like this was just strewn together, and they were like, alright, let's get an Iron Man. My thoughts on this figure? If you don't have an Iron Man, if you're a kid, yeah, I guess I recommend this. Anyone who's just looking to want to have an Iron Man in their collection, and they like collecting Iron Man, or they don't have a Mark 85, sure, if it's on clearance, or it's like that one figure you need, get it. Otherwise, I don't really recommend this. If you like, share, follow. I appreciate it. Anything helps us grow. You know the spiel. Peace out, biatch.